Hey folks, Will Owen here with JetBoatPilot.com. You know, one of the things we hear talked about a lot on social media is people talking about the subject of which boat should I buy? For instance, Yamaha's new 25-foot hull here, or Yamaha's all-new 22-foot hull. How do I make the decision? Which one's best for me? So today's video, we're going to sit them side by side. We're going to go through each one, kind of show you the features that make them different. Maybe that'll help you when it comes time to make your decision, make it a little bit easier for you. So stick with us. We've got lots to show you. In order to best compare these two boats and the numerous different features that come with both, what we've tried to do in this video to save time is to break everything down into four main feature groups. The four feature groups are going to be dimensions, capacity, creature comforts, and powertrain. In those four feature groups, we'll be able to show you all the major differences between the two boats. So let's get started. So our first feature group, let's talk about dimensions. I think the obvious is we're comparing a 25-foot boat to a 22-foot boat. But what you may not know is this 25-foot boat next door is actually 24 feet 6 inches long, whereas this boat is 22 feet 6 inches long. So it's actually only a 2-foot difference in overall length. As far as the beam is concerned, both boats measure out right at 8 foot 6 inches. So max road legal width is 8 foot 6. Yamaha maximizes that in both, gives you kind of the maximum width on the inside for creature comforts. Let's talk about height on the trailer. On the 22-footer, measuring to the top of the tow point, you're looking right at 10 feet 6 inches on trailer. If you're on water, that actually is about 7 feet 10 inches. On the 25-footer with this great big canvas here, it actually has a 10 foot 10 inch height on trailer, about a 8 foot 1 inch height bridge clearance, mainly because of the height of this big canvas here. It's much larger on the 25. Something you tall guys are going to appreciate on this SD model here, really any of the E-Series models, you get this great big canvas here. See how tall this is? We're talking about 75 inches of head clearance here, so when I walk in, I'm not banging my head. Let me show you on the 22-footer here. We measure from the floor here to the canvas, about 63 inches. So a whole foot lower. As you come in this boat, you kind of have to duck down, not to hit your head on the canvas, on the back of the railing here. Now that's the same as you'll actually see on the AR250. It has kind of this same style of tower. I don't have the dimension handy, but I do know that the larger canvas on the SE SD models are going to be much higher, much more head clearance than you have on a traditional style Bimini. All right, the last bit on this dimension section here, let's talk about draft. Both boats are going to have about a 19-inch draft, so this boat will float in 19 inches of water. They get that number from basically coming on the underside of the rudder and back up just at the underside of this swim platform here. So right at 19 inches on both boats. All right, in our second segment here, let's talk about capacity. It's going to include seating capacity, storage capacity, the head closet here, and our fuel capacity. I'm on the 25-footer right now. It has listed on the placard seating for 12. And I would say 12 is probably a push, but it will seat 12. You have seating capacity in the front for 4. You have 2 more here with the captain's chairs. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 12 adults, probably a little bit of a crowd, but that's what it's listed at. Now we're on the 22-footer, talking about capacity, seating capacity. In the bow, still rated at 4. 2 captain's chairs make 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So total capacity of 10 on the 22-footer. So you're going to pick up 2 extra seats buying the 25 versus 10 here. Again, probably a crowd at 10, but it is rated for 10. One more note, these swim platform areas, they do come with cushions, fun to sit on while the boat's sitting still, but do not ride back here underway. It's against Coast Guard regs. You will get ticketed for that if you get caught doing it, so just stay safe, guys. If you like this video or videos like this, hit the like button below. That really helps us out with YouTube. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It's going to send you notifications each time a new video is dropped. Let's talk about storage capacity. We're sitting on the 22-footer now, up in the bow. Right away, you'll notice you got this great big giant anchor locker here. Big space, mainly for your anchor. You're not going to put all that in that locker, maybe some dock lines. You also have a flip-up storage compartment on this side. Decent size. Flip-up storage here as well. A little bit of storage there. One of the things I've noted about the drive-equipped boats, I want you to bring the camera in tight on this. Good. Inside this locker, you've got normally a very large storage space, but when you have a drive-equipped boat or even a wake booster-equipped boat, you lose some of that storage space for some of these mechanicals. All right, storage capacity on the 25-footer, similar to the 22, large anchor locker area, about the same as on the 22. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same hatch. Underneath, similar to the 22, you have this large storage area in the front, flip up seats. So inside this storage compartment, let's talk about this for a minute. This compartment is normally a very large open storage area on non-drive equipped boats or non-E-Series boats. But on a boat like this with drive and also the E-Series throttles, there's a lot of mechanicals in here. If you bring the camera in tight, I'll show you. A lot of E-Series and drive functions in here, hydraulics and boxes and control cables and things like that. So normally you'd have more storage, but on these higher line boats, you do give some of that up for some of those mechanicals. In the floor, you've got a very large ski locker here, really good for storage for life jackets, other larger bulky items. On the wake editions, you're going to see there's a ballast bag and pump there, which kind of consumes some of that storage space. 25-footer, large ski locker here. Again, this is not a wake version, so you have a very large open locker. Storage goes all the way up, really to about here. This year on 22-foot sport boats, they've taken a cue from the 25s. Got this nice little beverage preparation center here, a little glove box, lockable storage down below. You'll see both of those features on the 22 and the 25. Bringing this feature over from the 22, and obviously from even 24s, you have your beverage prep station. Little storage area here with a little tray, little lip there. Down low, you've got a lockable glove box, so you can lock away some valuable items and keep the key with you in case you have to leave the boat unattended. You'll find more storage over on the port side here. On this boat, it's consumed by a couple of large batteries, which is not exactly optimal, but had to put them somewhere. Opposite side, little storage compartment here. We have our stern anchor in there, good for small items. These newer generation boats, they're putting the cooler outside in kind of an open space. So this space here could obviously be used for anything, but the cooler comes with the boat, so that's nice. Inside the engine compartment, you'll notice there is a divider both on the left as well as on the right, and that divider separates the ballast bags on this wake boat so that the ballast bags don't get over into the engine compartment. But that could be used for storage space on, let's say, a non-wake edition. You could put those dividers in place and have more storage back in this area. So one of the cool things that kind of differentiates the 25 from the 22, you have this nice food prep station. Notice on the back of the seat back here, this folds forward. This little guy flips up and then it locks in place like this. So we can actually prepare our meals and whatever else you got going on right here. Something you won't see on the 22. Fold this back down, flip this back shut, and inside we have a place to store food, snacks, whatever else you got going on, and it's also lighted, so that's pretty cool. Definitely different from the 22. Won't see that feature. Down below this compartment, you'll also notice there's a spot for a cooler. So boat should come equipped with a cooler. It's not on this one today, but it does come equipped with a cooler. Over on the port side, large storage compartment. You'll notice that there are no batteries in this compartment. Those batteries are contained back inside the engine compartment, so this is a lot more useful storage than compared to the 22. Over on the starboard side, again, large storage area, much more storage capacity on the 25 than with the 22. Inside the engine compartment, you'll notice on the S models, SE, SD, S, they come with a freshwater washdown, so that side is consumed by that freshwater tank. Over on the other side here, this area could be used for additional storage if you put some sort of divider or barrier in here. Obviously your batteries are inside this compartment now, so it saves you some storage room in the front. You'll notice on the back of the seat backs here, you've got these two kind of large water wet type compartments here. Good for wet towels or whatever else you want to stick in here, but these are really great for just getting things out of the way that don't need to come into the boat wet, but you still have a place that you can stow them in behind the seat backs. Underneath the clean out port hatch here, wet storage again. We like to put same thing, wet towels, flippers, fins, whatever else. We don't want to bring wet stuff into the boat. Or if you're big into surfing, if you want to put some steel shot ballast bags back here, this is a great place for that. So the new 22-footer took some design cues from the 25, using some of these wet storage areas on the back of the seat backs. On the 22, it flips from the top. On the 25s, it's going to flip from the back like this. So you have on both sides, wet storage again. This boat traditionally comes with, because it's on one of the higher line boats, comes with cushions, but they're not on the boat today. That's what these little tracks are for here. We open up our hatch levers here. Inside our clean out hatch, again, same storage that you see on the 22, same storage available on the 25. Wet items, fins, flippers, ropes, ballast bags, nice storage. And lastly, on the 22-footer, we have this storage compartment. Really nice, they've added a trash can this year. Fairly large size. It connects all the way through to the storage in the front. One item of note, this is not large enough to put a porta potty inside of on the 22-footer. So finishing out this storage capacity, let's talk about this changing closet. You know, the 25-footer carried this over from the 23s and even the 24s. I'm going to show you some of the size here. Pretty good size space. I'm about 6 feet tall. I could easily get in here, use the restroom, change clothes. A lot of features in here. You've got some storage, place for toilet paper. Over on the side, there's a nice hanging rack here for hanging wet light jackets or towels. Place for your table, storage on this side. There's even a nice little light in here. We could turn the lights on and off. It's a feature that's just not available on the 22s, so you only find these changing rooms on 25s and 27s. Rounding out the capacity category, let's talk about fuel capacity. Both of these boats have very large fuel tanks. The 25-footer is going to have a 75-gallon tank, and the 22-footer has a 70-gallon tank. So really, they're both very close to one another, not a huge difference between the two. All right, this next segment, let's talk about creature comforts. Some of the things that are going to differentiate this boat, and some of the features they share together. For instance, on the new 22-footers and on all the 25s, they have these really cool swim-up seats. You can set them up in this configuration to actually sit down, or in this configuration to kind of stand up, hang out, have a place to put your drink. Both the 25-footer and the 22-footer have that feature available. On the 25-footer, one of the cool things that we've seen, this great big sunshade. 75 inches of head clearance here, lots of sunshade. You won't find that feature on the 22. Another creature comfort you'll find on the 25s, especially these S, SE, SD, and Wake models with these big giant canvases here, these big towers. There's on the front here, this solar panel. The solar charger is connected to your battery, so it's going to actually maintain your batteries and charge them while you're out at the island hanging out, playing your music. You won't find that feature on the 22s. Both the 22 and the 25-foot boats include the drink prep station now. So that's something that they share, but a unique feature to the 25, you will not see this on the 22, is your food prep station. So being able to put your drinks here, make your sandwiches here, a little storage close by that's lighted, all that's kind of an exclusive to the 25s. One of the big differentiations between the 25s and the 22s is this great swim platform. Now, both of them have a really welcoming, large, open swim platform. But on the 25, they take it a step further. On the Highline models, you have this adjustable sliding seat back. So we can slide this back here. It has a little lever on the side. Normally there's a seat cushion that goes here, but on today's shoot we didn't have the cushion. But basically that turns this area into a large chaise lounge. You can do that on both sides. You'll see that both. On the 22-footer, that's not an option. And again, on AR250 or SX250, that is also not part of the package. You got to get into the Highlines to get into these sliding seats. On 25S, SE, SD, or any of the Wake models, you'll notice back here on the back there's this little chrome cap. This is actually a freshwater washdown. So if you want to rinse off after you've been out in the salt water or whatever the case, that comes standard on all those kind of higher line models. You will not find that option on the 22-footer. Rounding out the creature comfort category, one of the things that we learned about this boat after we brought it home, I didn't realize this was part of it. The 222XD actually comes with the hydraulically actuated Yamaha wake booster. I didn't think it was going to come with this boat. Obviously, it was first kind of originated on the 255XD, 255XE models, but now you also see it available on the 22XD. On this last feature group, let's talk about horsepower. Both boats come, at least for a comparison today, come with twin 1.8 liter, 180 horsepower engines, so a total of 360 horsepower combined. On the 22-foot platform, that's going to be the biggest horsepower package that you can get. On the 25, however, if you opt for the 255 models, you're going to get twin supercharged, so a total of 500 horsepower. If you really want to go fast, 25 is going to have a little more power. Well, that wraps up our comparison of Yamaha's 25-foot sport boats and the all-new 22-foot sport boats. For more information specifically about this boat, feel free to reach out to us below. Hit us in the comments section. We're here all the time. Be glad to answer your questions for you. If you have further questions, find us at JetBoatPilot.com. We appreciate you watching this video. Thanks. Have a great day.